Hi there. Oh, there is a new establishment. I haven't heard of that before. Although I haven't checked the item shop in the village for ages now.
お疲れさん。いらっしゃい。
Right, you can craft new accessories. I wonder for how long you could do that and I just never bothered to check it.
またおい。
I have to withdraw my money first. Thankfully, Thankfully, I have made a lot of it while grind off stream. Also, Fateson, thanks a lot. I haven't even stopped to address the fact that I am affiliate now. I was gonna wait for the viewership to increase a little. But yes, I am now an affiliate. You cannot subscribe to the channel. So I hold 10 gift subs. That's that beginner goal done in a single soup. Once again, thanks a lot for that. I will work to add more viewer rewards and everything that comes with a subscription. Also, I'll leave this on for a bit. Anyway, where was I? Right, the money.
いらっしゃい。またおいで。
It's out that the same merchant that sells items to you is also your banker. Yeah, that's... You didn't get the sub, right? I have to look at the chat here. Yeah, but I guess that's the point of gift. It's just for other people. But I don't give out that many. I think it would be reasonable to expect that you would get one of them. Right, I have heard about subscribing with Prime, but I think it only applies to the American version of Amazon. I don't think having Japan's Amazon Prime lets you use it on Twitch. I guess that's because most streamers here prefer YouTube.
今日はどんな用かな。
I pick 5 accessories and he'll make something with them. I'll pick some of the weaker ones. This ring is made from highly volatile materials and can produce some interesting effects when combined with other accessories. I'll see what this one does. I got a
また
single
おいで。
ordinary strength ring from this. It doesn't even have any effects. Okay, I'm not wasting 5 accessories for that one. Good thing autosave is turned off. Anyway, if you check the emotes tab, you'll see that I have new channel emotes. Actually, going a bit further back, what happened was I was convinced that you needed, among other requirements, 50 floors to become a Twitch affiliate. So I was pretty shocked that in the middle of the week I got a notification that by reaching 25 followers I became an affiliate. This also means I didn't have any custom-made emote artwork prepared or anything. I plan to make those in the future. But in the middle of the week I made those emotes using just my own models, range of expression. So I hope they will be serviceable for the time being. Yeah, I think that might be a new thing on Twitch, but if you're a channel subscriber or the owner of the channel, you can use the emotes anywhere, not just in that specific channel. Another thing, you now have channel points. Those are called arrows, you can see them down there. For now, the only redeems available are some of Twitch's default ones, I have to work on that later. The main purpose for which you'd want to use them is to unlock the sub-only emotes. But now that a lot of people have just gotten a gift sub, that's not gonna be needed. Also, I guess I should address my updated party. This drive has been walking on screen that I haven't addressed yet. So I have done some training off stream. Some of my party has transformed, some have stayed the same. So let's go through them one by one. Cristalinda used to be Dorian Grey, that was the giant mannequin girl. That was kind of the main character of my party already. This one's a monster from Dragon Quest XI, which I haven't played. She's still an Area of Effect magic user, but she switched to using ice spells because of her traits. So she has a trait that make ice spells stronger and cost less MP. And another one that makes her more likely to cast critical spells, so she is a very powerful magic caster. Hi there, Raikoras. Sorry if I mispronounced your nick. King Hydra is another monster I really liked from previous games. He used to be the Hocus Pocus that was on my party before. He was a Frizzle user, and he's still that. Only he now has more MP and he can cast it multiple times in a turn because he's giant. Both Finn and Cristalinda are giant. I've been kind of using them as a duo. Lionheart used to be the King Cure Slimy. He's still pretty much the same as a healer, just better. He can act more than once in a turn because of Tactile Trooper. Mechanorum has stayed the same, only I also gave him HP boosting rate. Right here, he needs more talent points, but that hopefully will make him die less often. This one I think is called a Serpent of the Scales, but the full name didn't fit in the name entry part. He used to be the Gumolo Nimbus from the previous stream. And he's an electric skill user. Headless Horseman also hasn't changed, except for me giving him more MP, so he can use his two nuke skills a bit more. A Skeleton, I think I had one of those. Actually, no, I think I'm mistaking it for the Zombie Dragon. But the Headless Horseman used to be one. And yes, we have ads now. I've left it on the option that makes Twitch manage them automatically. But it won't show up for the people who just got a gift sub, I imagine. So it's unfortunate that the person that gifted all of the subs still gets an ad. Anyway, last time we left off, we were at the upper echelon of the Circle of Indulgence. I have explored this area, but I haven't progressed the plot. That's because subscribers do not get ads. Kason has gifted 10 subs, but he didn't get a sub himself. That's why the ad will play for him. So let's show off this giant doing a few random battles now. Doesn't last very long, does it? So Crystalinda is better for random battles because Kakrako hits everybody. King Hydra is gonna be better on boss fights because Kafriz only hits one target but does a lot of damage. Also, if I can, I hope to finish the playthrough with those two. Because then we end it with a duel of purple monsters, which for this channel is very fitting. I also just really like those two monsters. That's okay, Kingston. Thank you so much for your gift subs. I hope to see you here again. Have a good rest. I saw a little more on King Hydra. Like I said, he was on previous games. Always a monster I really liked. He has a predecessor that's called Orochi. It's just the same model, but he's green. And I had to make one before I made King Hydra. In fact, I can show you his recipe. Here we go. That's all you need to do. I have taken this from a website called Metal Kid Dev, if I'm not mistaken. I found it to be one of the better resources for this game because you can choose a monster and it generates a crafting tree for you. I had to make this one pretty much from scratch, but I think it was worth it. And the crazier thing is, this is still substantially easier to make than King Hydra was in previous Dragon Quest Monsters game. I hadn't even considered making him the save because I thought it would only be possible well into the post game. Mateza to me is that he still looks a bit too small, even in large size, because he actually used to be a 3-slot monster, but these don't exist anymore. There is a critical spell. I meant to go to that castle on the right, but I'll walk around a bit more. I haven't shown off this area at all. There's a sugar berry, which I took an embarrassing amount of time to realize it's meant to be a bonus sugar daddy. Crystallinda just clears them out even harder than other monsters because I think they are weak to crack spells. It does kind of sound like the name of a band. If you were like a baker or confectionery team VTuber, I guess you could call your followers or subs that.
Oh.
I should probably invest in King Hydra's Wisdom since he's just using Cafrizzo anyway. His is actually quite low, especially compared to Crystallinda, who has over 4 times more. But I haven't given him a Wisdom boost talent, not yet at least. I focus on increasing his MP because he do run out way too fast. Oh, that was a mimic. Now to get up there, I guess I have to take that elevation on the top of the map. Oh, whoops. I have made this jump multiple times while exploring off stream, and I always fail it several times. Not again. Oh, never mind. This is harder than it looks. I was beginning to wonder how these slimes taste like, because pudding type food happens to be my favorite. If you could mid-air roll like in Trials of Mana, this would be much easier. Okay, another janky jump spot. I think there's an optional boss monster in this platform, but he doesn't always show up. There he is, we can try taking on him. If I remember correctly, King Hydra had a trait where he gives more damage against slime type enemies. No, he doesn't. It's Beast family that he is effective against. So this is a long fight, so I'll bring out my healer and tank. And let's try taking him on. Over 2000 damage in a single turn from King Hydra. I expect him to really shine in boss fights. He is out of juice, so let's swap him out. Oh, here's another perk of Slime Heart. Normally, Right as Rain is a spell that I have to charge for one turn, and it only activates on the next. But since Lionheart can act twice in a turn, he can actually use Right as Rain in a single turn. It's like if your Pokemon could use Solar Beam the same turn he charges it. Alright, once again, our healer is the one who finishes off the boss. He's pretty fond of stealing the glory. Hi there, Dahlia. I see you got one of the gift subs. By the way, we still just use the default Twitch sub badge, but until I actually get a custom one made, which can take some time, I'm considering purchasing a pre-made one. Just so he can have something over the default Twitch graphic. This doesn't lead anywhere. I don't think there's anything hidden behind these walls. Are those meant to be like candy trinkets or something? Wow, speaking of my favorite food. Gigantic platters of pudding. Too bad you can't reach them. Those are candy treadmills. Alright, I have seen this before when I explored off stream. They coded this enemy to have a spell that he doesn't have enough MP to use, even at full charge. So he just wastes a turn. Anyway, very sensible to have a gym in the candy world. At least something to try to keep the people fit. See, this is what I was missing in the Sand Dungeon where I got lost earlier. The rooms here are actually different from each other. You can tell what purpose they would have. We've gone through a sort of gym, then a cafeteria, and then a bedroom. At this point, I think it's preferable to find a mimic as opposed to a regular chess, because of the money you get for beating them. But I do think they should up their game by this point. Mimics should be like insanely difficult monsters to beat. About this, I think of Digimon Story Lost Evolution DDS, and I think I've mentioned that before, but sometimes you could find a chest that looks much fancier than the regular ones, but trying to open it would put you in a battle against a team of Digimon that were much stronger than what you would have at that point of the game. So you'd get a jump scare and a party wipe the first time, but it gave you an incentive to train and come back later. This is where we came from, isn't it? To head further up into this floor. Okay, you want to fight so much? I had the brown lower rank version of this Salsa monster before. And he might still be in my party, but I've lost track of most of what my monsters used to be. You can actually jump into the pudding, but is there anything to get from that? Doesn't seem like it. I don't say chest or anything. Oh, but you don't really have an option. I'm going to be starving by the time this stream ends. Anyway, nice distraction, but how do you actually proceed from here? Let's check that staircase for the third floor. There should be a medal in those.
ほう
I haven't traded those for some time, should do that later. So am I supposed to jump down here? I don't think there's any other exit. Oh, there's another button. And by this, I assume I'm gonna have to activate that other one on the left. Now I have to get to that green platform again. But I don't think I can just jump off from here. I think that was accessible from the second floor. Right, but I guess Sarah just scared of going over the fence. Is this the right one? I have pressed this one before, unless we're actually supposed to turn off some of them. Right, so the exit is over there, I think. On that green platform. That means that actually those two should be small puddings. Now as to how we get that to happen. No, it's not this way. Both of those sound drafts have to be small, and I have to get to that green platform over there. If I make this one bigger again to get me to the pink platform, which I'm not sure where it will lead to. Down here and our exit is over there. So I have to make that one small and that one. Oh, oh, the camera glitched out for a second. I thought the game had crashed. This should work. Also, do you notice how the map freaks out while I'm jumping on the buildings? I think that's because I'm changing floors when I change my height. Also, this actually did not lead me to the doorway, it's one floor too high. Oh, I guess that happens because I'm jumping from too high. I have to get one floor lower and then jump. And I'm not sure how to accomplish that because Starro doesn't jump off. Nope, even making that smaller just leads me back to where I was before. The points here are correct, but I have to get lower now. At least we get another chest out of this. this won't lead to anything anymore. I think the only other way out is to make those two big again so I can get to the pink level, but I don't know what to do from there. This is getting more difficult than I thought. I'm actually not even sure of where do you have to go to drop down to the green level. Because as we have seen, there is no way to jump into the podiums and land on a level lower than where you start. Endeavor has the blue platform, so you always land on this level. Unless you are supposed to actually zoom out of this area and to go back to it now. Oh, but zooming out means leaving the dungeon entirely. So how do we at least get back to where we started? There is no alternative path that I've missed. This should also get me to the pink level. Oh, there's a way to get back to green, but now one of the putties is large, so it won't get us to where I want to go. In fact, I think this only gets you back to the beginning. Unless I can also make this pudding smaller. Actually, let me have another look at it. This will just get me to the same place because just one of them has to be large to end up on the pink platform. But for what I have in mind, we would have to get both of those to be small. They both have to be small, and I have to be at the pink platform when that happens. I don't think it's possible. Okay, I thought this would be the solution, but I think it just got me locked in the blue level again. In fact, I think I just made a full circle to where I started. I think I didn't go this way before, so let me try that now. You can jump off, there's another switch. If I jump now, I get to pink level again. I'm quite now, but I think of how to path this out. I'll probably have one after I finish this. But if it's taking too long, I can just look up the solution. If this, I'm back at the green level. Here I just go back to the start. The music doesn't help either. I'm not a huge fan of this one. And I have to listen to it for much longer than I usually do. Right, we are back at the start, and I think I will just look up if there's a solution for this on the internet. We are 1 hour into the stream and in the first dungeon of the stream. Right, there's a solution, but because I've messed with the switches a bit, I might not be able to actually follow it. And I don't think the puddings reset when you leave the room and come back again. And in the middle of this, I actually forgot where we even came from. It came from the left to the right, and the exit is the right one, yes. Because I'm looking at my guide and it has a pathway that I think doesn't match the one in this map. Here I press this switch, but I've already done that. So I think I can leave it as is. And push this one. After that. Oh, actually, never mind. I was correct about the fact that the map doesn't match at all with the zone I'm in. I mean, it keeps changing because I keep changing floors. But at this point, it says I have to get down there. I mean to the south, to this platform in front of me. At the lower right corner. This one over there has to be large, and it already is. I think I just pressed this one. Oh, so the solution was to just make all the puddings get the big size? Okay, I'm glad I looked that up. I don't think I even noticed there was an exit at the pink level. It could have taken me much longer. And we are healed. Okay, the boss is close by, but like I said, I'll take a short break now. We'll be back in a minute or two, and now I think I can make another break happen during this time. If you are a sub, I don't think anything will happen for you. But let's try it. I'll click the button that makes a 2-minute ad break happen. Oh, actually that option is grayed out for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening, but trying to fix it now will take too long, so I'll just step away and leave it like this. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute. Hi there. The boss is up those stairs, but there's still something to look up there. It just happens to be another mimic. Oh, I hold 48 extra MP for King Hydra. Should have done that before I stopped to heal. Also another bot to just try to send some spam on the chat, but thanks to the fact I actually changed the chat filter since last time that happened, he did get blocked.
Gekiyama濃厚プロテインドーナツで今日もモリモリビルドアップなんだわしのスイートディナーを覗くとはハレンチなやつらだ
どうせ覗くならもっとマシな相手にするぜ。どうやらお前は禁断の魔獣じゃなさそうだな。
禁断の魔獣あのアマちゃんなら先ほど姿を現したなしばし睨み合ったがこの上級エリアのオカーゼル様の筋肉にビビって逃げていったぞ
なあ、こいつを倒せばこの辺りの魔物を仲間にできそうだな。
わしを倒す甘い甘い甘い蜂蜜漬けのドーナツのように激甘だそんな甘々な奴らはわしのパワーで砂糖菓子のように粉々にしてやろう
He's alone, so you'll start with King Hydra. I've never heard of that one. And that was a pushover for how much he talked.
なんのこれしき我が筋肉に敗北の2文字はないぞ。なぜお前が。
なんて強烈な魔力。
そのまさかだ。私が禁断の魔獣ギガデーモン。
こっちが戦った直後を見計らって出てきたってわけか。せこい野郎だ。こいつも倒さねえとダメらしい。さっさと片付けちまおう。
やれやれ。弱い者ほど生きがるものだ。だがあの邪魔なカーゼルを倒したことは見事だった。褒美をやろう。後ろの魔法陣の真ん中を。
The game gave me control so I could take a
敵
single
に
step.
背を向けるとは愚か者め。
Okay, Praslas was actually a boss in another Monsters game. In Joker 2 Professional for the DS, he's a post-game boss. But in that game, he's a 3-slot monster, so he should be much bigger. If I remember, his gimmick was that his normal attack had a reduced chance of hitting, so he'd get a lot of misses, but it also had an increased chance of critical. So if he did hit you, you were always at the risk of getting your party wiped. Not that difficult. You have 2 entire party members who have even used up to this point.
バカな。この私が負けるとは。
Now does our third boss appear in Knocking Out?
これでこのエリアの魔物も 仲間になりやすくなりますね。
やれやれ、この魔界は本当におかしな連中ばっかりだったな。あ、いや、だからこれはギャグじゃなくて、
お菓子がこんなにたくさん。
あのデカブツのせいで壊れちまったみたいだ。せっかくだしいただいとこうぜ。
素敵なご褒美ですね。
Oh, it doesn't have any gameplay effect. And this circle also doesn't really do anything. I had this cook outfit on for the entire time I was playing off stream, which is still fitting since I was working on some very complicated monster recipes. So I was cooking up monsters.
ルーラ
Also, you can stop by and try some quickfire contest.
よろしく。
10 wins is not that much better than what I used to get from this. But I did get a new monster from it. Well, I don't actually think I had a killing machine before. It's a D rank.
ありがとう。
Also, we are out of Candleland, so you can change back to the usual outfit.
ここが鉄鋼砦の魔界の上級エリア。
なんとまばゆい日の光だろうか。これが成功権の日。あれに見えるのがヘルバトラーの居城です。王は今頃成功権の日の光にさらされ力が弱まっているはず。今こそ絶好の時。
パーシバルさん。
いえ、何でもありません。さあ、ヘルバトラーを倒しに行きましょう。
Oh, for a second I thought that was a metal slime right away. It's just a cyber slime. Also, this is one of the better looking maps we've had so far. Really feels like an upgrade to what we've seen before in this circle. Is that just another mimic? For once it's actually a chest. Oh, I fell down, but the egg was down there anyway. Another one of those. I actually forgot to mention this. Robin Hood is a rare crown type monster. I think the game just calls this species like question marks. And I've actually made another monster using another Robin Hood I got before, but I forgot to show him off. I haven't actually built him to use in battle. Anyway, this diverges completely off of where I actually have to go. I think it's faster to just warp back to the town. Let's save first. And let's bring out my young dragon to take him on. I imagine he might be resistance against fire, but it's still a lot of damage from the helicopter as well. These two attempts of singing don't work. Not that you would need that anyway. I think this one was weaker than the slime from before. But now he once more need to heal.
ルーラ
Also, ad is coming up. If you got a gift sub, I think nothing will happen. Yeah, there's a very secluded corner over here, but there is nothing to get from it. This animation of cracking the egg really looks like something out of a gacha game, complete with having different rarities depending on the color of the egg, and the disappointment that most of the time you don't get what you want. And actually there is a free-to-play Dragon Quest Monsters game for the smartphones. I don't know if it uses a gacha system, but I have seen a load of monsters that it does. A lot that I wish this game also had. But it's only available in Japanese, as I remember. I don't know if you can download it if you're outside of Japan. But I feel like I should try it out sometime. But in that game, the monsters are just static 2D artwork. They don't have 3D models like in this one. That's why it's so easy for them to cram a lot of monsters in. Last Lexi is already gone, yeah. it says an ad is playing for people who don't have a subscription, so I guess it is working properly now. Hey, I've had one of those before, for a very brief period of time. I think Mechanoru might be weak to ice, that's why he took so much damage. Yeah, you can't go up here, so I guess that's just one way. You're supposed to fall down this pipe. You can't get back up. Right, so what happens when you have a machine reptilian? Oh, no, actually, he has normal resistance twice. So I guess that breath attack was just really strong.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of which, that's an X-Boss. Oh, I wouldn't wanna kill this one, but we have to. I did actually consider making the Mikanorama a giant monster, but if he was, he could use more of his buffs in a single turn. Like, he could use it selflessness and a buff in the same turn, but I think 2 giant monsters in the party is plenty enough. Oh, bounce, that's trouble. King Hydra cannot use a spell because the enemy now has a reflect buff, nor can Crystalline does, so we actually have to bring out the other 2 now. Is this not the best possible way to end this fight? My Metal Dragon beats the other one? Our healer is dead, but in an emergency, Crystalline can actually also use healing spells.
何者だ。
すまぬがここを通せ。
あなたが来るのをお待ちしておりました。どうぞ音。
恩に切る。
I think more of the dungeons should have
参りましょう。
mini bosses like that because it does help break the pace of seeing the same monsters over and over again. Oh, it's a Pokemon gym mechanic. Actually, wasn't there a Yoshihiko episode that had a puzzle exactly like this one? Where they finish it and they take a single misstep and go back to the start? One of those has to be a mimic. Right. You'll never trust a bunch of chests in a single place in an RPG.
おお。
Okay, this one is just like the one seen in Yoshihiko. And I guess most people watching don't know what I'm talking about, but I don't suggest looking into it. It's an old Japanese TV series. And it's full of Dragon Quest references, if you're already a fan of that.
Oh.
Now there should be a way to get up there. That's because the spell song's a direct reference in Yoshiko, not in Dragon Quest. Obviously, Dragon Quest came before it. In fact, it might be the exact same sound if they use in the series. I actually don't know to which extent it's a parody of Dragon Quest or if it's actually licensed. Because I've had some of the monsters designed in the series came way too close, were way too similar to not be licensed. And I don't know how to negotiate this one. I don't think you can just jump over it. Yeah, maybe you have to do something else. There's nothing in that corner. No, actually I can't progress because that will just send me back down. But if I do this I can't go back there because it also sends me back to this room. I think this is one of those where the solution is really stupid once you actually figure it out. There's nothing you can interact with in this left side, I think. This is just a prop. Oh, never mind. There is a way, but... I can make it pink and come back through here, but it will actually send me back all the way to the beginning. So this still isn't the correct way out. There isn't another exit that I'm missing, is there? Unless I'm by any chance I'm not meant to stay on this floor. If I go back to the first one, there might be another way to get to this one. Oh, it drops you down. Okay, I thought the loop would like continue down here and it would force you back to the start. So that's the solution. You just go back there and make the tiles pink. I didn't know about this trap, so I thought you'd be forced to continue the conveyor belt there and be forced back to the start. And then you had to flip it back again. At level 30, your monsters unlock a new passive. Crystallinda's ice spells just got even stronger with this new one. Thank goodness Psaro learned to jump over fences, would have helped a lot in the Candleland dungeon. That's how you get to this chest. If you just came from the previous dungeon, you might not know that you can jump over the fence to take a shortcut here. Because that outrun aggressively stopped you from trying that. We are almost breaking past the 1000 damage threshold. And it was on an AoE spell. I haven't seen speedruns, but these days I've seen a challenge run for the first Monsters game on the DS, that's Dragon Quest Monsters Joker. Wherein the player only used the very first monster you get as a starter. He never synthesized or scouted the other monsters, and he managed to beat the game. It would be more or less equivalent to beating a Pokemon game with your starter only and without evolving it. And that's how I got to this chest. And we now have to do this all over again to actually get to the next floor. It may be possible to nuzlocke this game if you're allowed to synthesize the monsters you get. But you'd have to be very selective in which monsters you use. If you go with the rule of only getting a single monster per area explore. So as to which way actually takes you to the right there? I think there is also an elevation involved. Actually, it seems like it might not be possible at all to get to that ramp. I guess first I should work out whether the tiles should be pink or blue. There's a fence over here you can't pass through. Yeah, this is what I suspected. You might just be able to go under the ramps. But that's how I find out the tiles have to be blue. Or you're just sent back. Yeah, you can pass under, but it just takes you back to the start. So it's still not the solution. So what have I missed this time? Oh, I think I know actually. I'll go back to under the ramp. Oh, actually I can't because I made the tiles blue. So I have to change them back again. And that time, I'm afraid, is gonna involve going all the way back to change them. You know that horse that randomly showed up in the tower? Sarah could actually give him some use here. I could use a speed up for doing auto slaps in the map. Right, so here you flip the switch one more time, but you don't go back to the start. Then this should take me to the ramp leading up. Just double, triple checking it. Yeah, exactly that. Nice. Let's obliterate this demon to celebrate. Yeah, and since this one also deals with elevation, so the map might be misleading. So to get to the boss, the tiles have to be pink in the end. But it's not gonna be as simple as just flipping it once, is it? This, I think, will just lead me back to where I was before, so I have to try something else. At least there might be a treasure up here.
Oh.
I think this is also just a full lap. If I go down there with the blue tiles, the only way out is to just do a lap and come back here, so they have to be pink now. So to get to the boss, the tiles have to be pink, and I'll have to find myself right over here on the far right, where I actually got into the room. And I might have figured out how to do that. So I flip that switch, then I come back here. Flip this again. This is where we started, and now I just getting this over about. Nice. This one actually felt like the most straightforward of the puzzles, weirdly enough, for the last one. The other ones had stuff like me not noticing there's a drop, or the ramp on the map covering up another tile that's under it, so you can see it on the map. This had none of that and actually ended up being easier because of that. To Ruby, I think I got might be a new equipment. And makes our tank even tankier.
決戦の前に話しておきたいことがあります。かつて私の故郷の村が敵国の軍に襲われた時の話です。最後の一人になっても私は戦い続けました。しかしついには敵の剣に落ち、気づけば暗闇を私は歩いていました。その時まばゆい光が闇を照らしたのです。光にたどり着くと、そこに我が王ヘルバトラーが立っていました。彼は言いました。お前には勇気がある。生涯私に忠誠を尽くすならば、再びの命を与えてやろう。私は彼と契約を交わし、その証としてこの名前パーシバルの名を授かったのです。
ではヘルバトラーを倒したらパーシバルさんも。
その通りです。ヘルバトラーの死はすなわち私の死だが、もはやこの命など惜しくない。この戦いのとどめはどうか私に。
やはり来たか。お前の考えは分かっておる。
王よ、あなたには返しきれぬ恩があります。だがあなたは多くの民を苦しめている。罪なき村を襲い皆殺しにするなど、これ以上見過ごすことはできない。ヘルバトラー王よ、ここで死んでもらう。
バカめ、それが何を意味するかわからぬわけではあるまい。いいだろう。パーシバル、来い。その程度か。
体がだがこの機会を逃すわけには。どうか どうか私
Now
の
it's
代わり
getting
に
serious. I imagine he's not making it out of this battle.
次は貴様らか。私が踏み潰してきた命の一つとなるがいい。
Have you seen the size of our crystalline that we are not the ones getting crushed? Oh, is there a damage cap so it can't get up to 1000? Sure seems like it. All the mini bosses we got through before getting here were stronger than him. It's giving the impression that I overdid it when building my team off stream. But once you get into a really important boss, the game tends to spike the difficulty very hard. So I might not be as overpowered as we think.
さらばだ我が王ヘルバトラーよ
パシバル。
これで民は救われるありがとう私と共に戦ってくれて
そんなパーシバルさん。
子は私は死んだのか
や命拾いしたなパーシバル。いやもうその名前じゃなかったな。名付け親であるヘルバトラーを倒したことでお前も消えちまうとこだった。だからこいつが今お前に新しい名前をつけたんだ。
Wait, did we just use a Yggdrasil leaf to bring him back?
これがありがとうございます私に名を
Wasn't Sarutat to revive him the first time that was him?
我が命は生涯あなたのために捧げるものと誓いましょう
おかえりなさい。そしてこれからもよろしくお願いします。
よっしゃ一件落着ってことでロザリーヒルに帰ろうぜ。
Despite all that, I don't think you can actually have Percival in your party. When I looked through the list of monsters in this game, I don't remember seeing a green possessed armor. I think of another variant that I don't know if it's in this game, but there's one that's red colored and uses an axe instead of a sword. Or was it a halberd?
花の匂いに覚え浮かぶ幕開の日に君と別れ久しぶりだね兄さん
Oh, everybody's going back now.
どうして？
そりゃ驚くよね 覇王城の魔界の中級エリアで派手に兄弟喧嘩した以来だもの。
And we didn't fight that dragon behind him up until
こ
now.
いつ記憶の監獄であった看守だよな。兄弟喧嘩って。
ベネットさん、実は
こいつはお前の弟。こうしてまた会えて嬉しいよ。そういえば魔界の支配者をほとんど倒したんだって。あなたのことなら何でも知ってるさ。
Are we going to
今
explain why
誰を
he's back?
探しているかもね。さあ受け取って。これで兄さんの望むところへ行けるだろう。エビル・プリーストのいる場所へ。もう行くよ。今度こそさようなら。落日の世は終わりを告げる。ただ儚き世の夢は過ぎ。
This reminds me, last time I streamed this, there was a cutscene where we saw a bad ending happen because of a stupid choice the game forces you to make the first time. And I slightly spoiled myself to the plot of Dragon Quest IV, which this game is connected to piece it together. So what happens in that bad ending is actually what's supposed to happen in Dragon Quest IV canon. And by avoiding it, we are actually making a new timeline where Psaro doesn't become evil. And we are now back to where we had the Golem plotline. Is this the last? No, it's not the last upper echelon. We still have this one, and that's probably where you fight the Portal Dragon. So it's downstairs, not upstairs.
ここにエビル・プリーストが。
竜ノからの情報だし、ちょっと怪しいけど他に手がかりもねえしな。
信じてみましょう。エビル・プリーストがいるとしたらあの神殿でしょうか。
そんじゃでっけえ借りを返しに行こうぜ。
Our party is still too strong, but these monsters at least look a bit stronger than all the low ranks we were still seeing up until now. Every time I say low fence in this game now, I wonder for a moment whether we can jump over it. Hey, Mad, I still forgot to catch those out. Seems like concealed jump down here in the water is not exactly easy to get back up. There's a bag of tricks up there, but do a way to despawn if I get too far away. I don't know if I can even get up on this platform.
Oh. Oh.
right here it really feels like there should be a unique monster or something, but it's so empty. Oh hey, speaking of which. We had this one on our party up until last stream, but he wasn't giant. The Serpent of the Scales was to be this monster before I transformed it.
Oh.
I don't think we'll clear this dungeon before the end of the stream, so let's at least try this boss. Okay, the one I had wasn't that powerful.
Ho.
And he attacks everybody at once with his normal attack. Okay, this one is definitely too strong for me now. We got lucky with the flea. But what does it say about the boss of this dungeon? Because these are usually stronger than the boss.
Ho.
I have the teleport unlocked, so I'll go back to heal.
Luna. Luna.
Oh, it's a flow of water puzzle. Those are always fun. This might be the first Yggdrasil leaf I get in ages. Oh, never mind, I had 5 of those and I didn't notice it. I might have dropped them randomly while grinding off stream. And the water actually has to be higher for me to get past this part. Yeah, I might have, but I sometimes don't even read the name of what I got from class. In this game, at least, I'm used to a lot of them not giving out anything too valuable. Nope, flipping the switch there doesn't change anything over here. So this might still not be the correct path. I can't go over there because of the fence, and there's no way up from this side to that platform. You can walk on the shallow water, okay. But there is nothing to see here either, it appears. I don't know if I have made any progress at all towards solving this puzzle. It's a little hard to grasp how changing the water affects the map. think maybe that I have to get both of these waterfalls to flow this way, towards the center. Okay, this part is full of water. I flip it once more. Now it's shallow, so I guess I have to get one more water source here. But do I even have a way to get to the other switch on the left? Another idea now, I get this to flow downwards first. And for that I have to flip it 3 times. I wonder why make it flip in 4 directions when there's only 2 that affect anything. Now I can go to the other side. Now I head back again, flip that other one towards the center and see if that works. Let's battle a little to break the monotony. Good. I've made it past. So I have done this puzzle, and it seems there's quite a bit of dungeon ahead still. So I'm actually ending the stream here. We are continuing tomorrow. But now because there's more people here now than when I started the stream, I wanted to address the fact that I'm affiliate one more time. So changing overlays. Okay, so I had a big shock in the middle of this week because my channel had reached affiliate status. This happened because a couple people followed me from last stream till now, and that was just what it needed. I was under the impression that you needed to have at least 50 followers to become an affiliate. So I wasn't expecting that. I believe that only recently Twitch lowered that requirement. So I will be working towards actually adding all the new stuff that comes with being an affiliate. I've made those emotes that you might see in the emote menu, just by posing my model using all the different expressions I can make with it. But I do want to have an artist actually draw brand new artwork to use as emotes. So these are likely to be replaced eventually. I'm not gonna rush through that. So it should take some time between costs and finding an artist, getting all the references and guidelines and stuff to make out of the emotes, and the artist availability of this takes time. So I hope for now you can get some use of the emotes I've made in the middle of the week, just to have something. Also thanks to Hyder Night Cerberus. So what else? I'll also look into having subscriber badges made and other stuff like the channel currency, the channel points that are also just reused older artwork for the time being. That aside, I think that was all that was important to say. Regarding the emotes, I also added a bit of information on my about section on my channel, so if you can read that to get a refresher on what I plan to do. So as an affiliate channel, you can subscribe now. If you got a gift sub from Kateson who gifted me 10 subs right on the start of the stream, you can actually use the emotes on any channel. And this is unrelated, but I have recently uploaded the VODs of my Trials of Mana playthrough to my YouTube archival channel, which you can get the link of by looking to my About tab as well. So now you can watch that anytime you want. So I'm pretty excited about to become an affiliate. Because I thought you needed 50 followers, I was actually thinking it might not even happen this year still. It's gonna take some time, but I hope this channel grows a lot more. I'll be slowly working towards adding more stuff to it. Do consider following the channel if you don't do it already. And tomorrow I'm streaming again, same game, same time frame. And I hope to see you then, so that's all for today. Hope you have a good night, and actually I was almost forgetting, I have to check whether there's anybody I want to raid. Well, there's another small VTuber actually playing the same game, so I guess I'm ready this one. So I ended this stream now. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.